What's up, everybody? Yes, indeed, I am back, people. Once again, man, this is a fitness channel with a twist. And today's twist is going to be about the heat that I got because I dropped a video yesterday speaking on an individual that goes by Thumps from Sakra. And then you get these guys that come out the barn back doors and want to take shots at me. It's crazy. But anyways, hold on real quick, people. I got to put my umbrella on. Almost forgot, man. OGB gets riled up sometimes. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But anyways, people, like I said, this is a fitness channel with a twist. Oh, and before I forget, there's this one individual. My goodness. He wants to bring up stuff. Let me stop myself here real quick. This guy must have crawled out of the swamp or something. His title of his channel says it all. 8 Dirty 1, living 8. You're a dirtbag, right? So anyways, my boy, get your facts straight. I will address that right now too, but first and foremost, man, like I said, this is a fitness channel with a twist. I'm a full-time online fitness coach. If you guys want to get started in your fitness journey, hit me up. It's High Power Fitness, high_power_fitness_, or you could email me at highpowerfitness@yahoo.com. Now let me give you a little breakdown on what my program has to offer people. The hardest part of my program is reaching out to me. You know what I mean? You got to put your ego and pride to the side and realize that you do need help from somebody else. You know, I've done it for many years, man. I beat myself up in the gym day after day and not getting no results until, you know, I had to reach out to an individual that helped me out, you know, and everything stems through your nutrition. You know, you could have that working out part down to a science, but if your nutrition's not dialed in, you're not going to get that look that you're chasing after. You know what I mean? You may feel stronger, you may look fat, buff, and more than likely that's the way that 8 Dirty 1 guy is. My God, I trust and believe I want to let off on this cat, but I'm not going to. Why? Because I'm a better man than him. He can never walk a mile in my shoes, let alone feel the size of them. But anyways, I rambled on, and that's what this guy does. I'm a rambler, the Riddler. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I am a full-time online fitness coach. I help change people's lives. And back to my program. So you reach out to me, people. We hop on a phone call. We go over your fitness goals and where you want to be at. And we discuss everything, what needs to be done, and what steps are going to have to be taken in order to get that look that you're chasing after. I provide you with the blueprint. With the blueprint that I provide you is guaranteed to work. 90-day program, you can lose up to 30 pounds of fat and build muscle at the same time. On my program, when you sign up with it, I will customize a daily workout routine for you that comes with videos. Everything that you do will be tracked on my personalized training app. I will also dial in your nutrition for you. At the very beginning of your fitness journey, I will provide you with complete meals with instructions, how to put them together. That way you could get the ball in play. You know, there's no time to waste once you sign up with my program. That's why I go that extra mile and provide you with meals. That way you're not sitting there trying to incorporate this new program into your current lifestyle. I try to make it as easy as possible that I can for every individual that signs up with my team. And the reason I do this is because I don't want them to get frustrated. I don't want them to get, you know, feel anxious that they need to start jumping on their program ASAP, you know what I mean? And then they get discouraged and then just decide to take the path of less resistance. So at the end of the day, people, what I do for you, I customize your daily workouts, and every workout will come with videos showing you exactly how to do that workout. It's your job to fill in the blanks there. Okay, I'm going to set you your target, your goal target, I should say, and those are the numbers that I want you to reach by the end of your fitness journey. By the time you reach them goal marks, the ones that I set for you, you will have results, and the results that you gain are sustainable. You know, you're not going to have to make this drastic change in your overall lifestyle. That makes it uncomfortable. You know what I mean? I'm keeping it real with you. This is This is what I do on a daily. This is my life. You know what I mean? I'm here, like I said, to help assist anybody that is still confused and that's still spinning their wheels and wasting countless hours at that gym. I'll time collapse your fitness journey for you. The blueprint is guaranteed to work. Like I said, everything is going to be tracked on my personalized training app. I'm going to teach you about nutrition. Every Friday, I require weigh-ins. Every other Friday, I require you to post your progress pictures. Every Saturday, we have Zoom calls as a team. We come together as a community. We share tips. We share our progress with one another. And with that, it's not competing against one another. It's supporting one another. You know, because you may take an interest in one of the other team members, the way they do their thing, and you guys can communicate. You know what I mean? But that's entirely up to you. You do that at your own discretion. Everyone on my team is very professional. There's no disrespect towards one another. We all support one another. We're a family. Basically, that's what we are right here in High Power Fitness. Another thing that I really never promote out there is you will have full-time communication with me even after your program is up. I will be your lifetime coach forever. You know what I mean? And I've done it for many people. They still tap in with me, ones that haven't been part of my program for a year now, you know, and they ask me for nutritional tips on what they should do, and I give it to them. You know what I mean? That's free of cost. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that thing that the Marines live by. Once a Marine, always a Marine. Well, once you're part of my team, you're always part of my team. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, people, that's one of the things that I really never promote out there. I do finance, and I do have a 20% discount going on. So whichever you prefer to do, if you decide to do the 20% discount, it's going to be required of you to make one payment. If you do the finance program, you come up with you make your down payment, and you come up with your own payment plan. I don't put a price on you. You know, it's whatever you could afford, and that's going to be comfortable with your daily lifestyle. You know what I mean? I don't want it to interfere with your life, with what you have going on currently. You know what I'm saying? So I work with you people. You know what I mean? Well, anyways, people, if you're ready to get started on your fitness journey, you know what time it is. I mean, this cat's got results, baby. Hit me up. It's High Power Fitness, high_power_fitness_. Or you could email me at highpowerfitness@yahoo.com. Now, let's get straight to the twist here, people. So I dropped the video on Mr. Lugs, okay? There's individuals out here that tend to see portions of a video instead of watching the whole video. When I made that video about Mr. Thumps, did I call him Lugs? I probably did, you know what I mean? So those ain't common names that we hear out here. Mr. Thumps, you know what I mean? I wasn't there to bash him, but I was there to keep it real, you know what I mean? Ain't nobody out here running amok and thinking that you're just gonna slide and groove on through. It's unheard of, straight up. You go looking for the heat, you're gonna get the heat. You know, it's not hard to find out here, and I'm sure it goes both ways. But this one individual, Mr. 831, you're a dirtbag, fool. You're a piece of shit. I've looked at your history before you were on my nuts, and now you're woofing shit. What did I do to ruffle your feathers? Which I don't really give a fuck, because like I've said in the past, and I'm going to tell you guys today, there's so many fucking fakes and frauds out here. It's ridiculous. This guy talks about I haven't got to 10,000 subscribers yet. I haven't been putting out content for not even over a year, so I'm doing pretty good, man. You know, it is what it is. It's no hurry. Once I get there, I get there. What's the rush? Is that going to make your life any different? It won't make my life any different. The only thing it's going to do is have me do lives, because I'm a man of my word. And my boy, I will never miss my boy Mr. Goto's party for anybody. You need to do your research. Unless you call that hands, but your boy ain't got hands. He might be a boxer. I scrap, baby. There's a way big difference. Maybe where you come from, we get these little friendly things going on. It's beyond that. So fuck you and him. Straight up. You know what I mean? It is what it is, baby. Um, but anyways, man, I shouldn't even come out of character like that. But it's individuals that, like you, that you irk me. You irk me. Why? Because I know you've never been anywhere. You're on social media over here doing what you do. You know what I mean? And when I tune into the individuals that I do tune in, I see your mugshot there, and it's not even a mugshot. What kind of bullshit is that? Jersey with 85, whatever that represents. You know, the first scene that I'm seeing right there, I'm thinking that's LL Cool J's get up right there, straight up. That big old bucket hat, and then it's red. You know, so figured maybe that's LL Cool J's profile. He just didn't want to put his picture there. Who knows? But you're a weirdo, fool. Stay off my page. You know, if you don't like it, kick rocks. You ain't gonna be no shine off of my steak boots or any scuff on my motherfucking Cortez. But anyways, people, so I got a lot of heat, man, and it's to be expected. You know what I mean? Because when you send out videos like that, it tends to ruffle the feathers of individuals that's never been part of that life. You know, I've always given respect, and I always will give respect to my gente up north. I've done time with them behind the walls, and the only war I've ever been at with them was behind them walls. That war that exists between the homies from up north, the Southsiders from up north, and the Norteños up there, that's their thing. I view that as gangbanging, people, so let's get it straight here. I come from way down south. There's no Norteños strolling around here. If there is, they're not advertising or trying to plant any flags. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I say you speaking the way you spoke speaks volumes about yourself. You're lame. You don't know the game. Okay? As a reminder, I'm from way down south. We're not at war with the homies up north. The only time I ever even was at war, like I said, is when I did time behind them walls, and that was years ago. I'm wiggling all over the place. I'm up north. I get a lot of love from the homies up north, and I get that same love in return. And the individuals that don't show me that love, hey, I just ignore their stuff. You know what I mean? Because eventually they just fade away, because they'll see that they're not going to pull me out of character. But you're a dirtbag, fool. Mr. 8 Dirty. Man, your title says it all. Straight dirtbag. That's what you should put up there. Bolsa, a bolsa de basura. Straight up, man. Well, anyways, people, I'm not going to go rambling on too much about this video. You know what's the trip about this? I mentioned Mr. Thumps. I wasn't expecting him to reply back. But if anybody should have replied back, it should have been him, you know, if he felt offended in any way. But I didn't come at him foul or anything. I just called it how I see it. You know what I'm saying? I even gave him his props. You know, and one thing I want to correct myself. My bad, because I found out it's not a little boy that he had. It's a baby girl. You really definitely do got to think about what you do, my boy, because that little girl is going to need her daddy, straight up. And that part that I said about you and John Diesel, you know, I was just being comical about that. But I mean, you could take it however you want. But he could pass as your pops, fool. You know what I'm saying? So you might want to question that. You're calling out your own pops. And this is me. I keep it comical. You know what I mean? I ain't going to change for anybody. And trust me, there's nobody here on social media that poses a threat to me. Because if I feel that they're getting to me, I'll just vanish them and put them on silent mode. Pretty much put them on disregard. Because I got so much going on in my life right now. I don't want to entertain any type of negative energy. And the reason is because what I'm trying to do today is open up doors for the gente, anyone that's going through the struggle. Not just the raza, anybody that's willing to put their ego and pride to the side and reach out to an individual that could help them out. That's what I did, you know what I mean? That's the only way you're going to progress in life, people. Sometimes you have to make that change. I'll give you guys an example. You know, we be gangbanging out here in the calles, and then we get torcido. And then you get saddled up with your worst enemy from the calles. But it turns out to be your taita in there, because that fool will rock and roll with you and have your back to the end. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not telling people that they have to change, because it is what it is, man. That's the laws of the land. I will never tell my homeboys to stop doing what they have to do. I show love and support for my homies. But, you know, at the end of the day, they're going to make the decisions on their own, and I support whatever decisions they make. Why? Because that's the way we roll. But there is a brighter future if you learn to put your ego and pride to the side and start mingling with people that you normally wouldn't mingle with, especially if they're being productive in life. You know what I'm saying? And they're successful. They might be able to lace you up on what you need to do to get to where they're at. Oh, just some food for thought, people. But anyways, people, with that being said, I'm going to bring this video to an end. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Hit the hype button. Once I reach 10,000 subs, I will go live. If you guys want to get started in your fitness journey, hit me up. It's High Power Fitness. High_power_fitness_. Or you could email me at highpowerfitness@yahoo.com. Once again, people, this is a fitness channel with the twist, baby. Eventually, it may just become a full-time fitness channel without a twist. Who knows? One never knows, right? It's whatever my audience wants. You know what I'm saying? It's called supply and demand, baby. Law of economics. Of course, some of you individuals out there don't understand that. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Now get up and get yours.